You are watching
Trinity Episcopal School Production Network. TESPN.
Welcome to this week's TESPN Podcast, and we are joined by a couple of our star indoor track athletes. Lilly Versen, who may be the most times on the podcast of anyone, I think, any guest that is. Stephon Woodson, and you also may have seen Stephon in our season preview. Joining me on the panel, we've got class of 2025 Hagen Andrew and class of 2025 Tony Benitez. So first question for our athletes here today. We're pretty late now in the winter season as we film this. League meet coming up and then state meet after that. How's the season gone so far?
So I think the season has gone pretty well. We've had new coaching staff this year, and I think they've been really great, and it's a good team environment. We have a lot of new runners and jumpers trying new things. But for me personally, the season has been going well, hoping to break some more records and get some wins at the league and state championships. So overall, I think it's been pretty good.
I agree with everything she said about, the team environment. It's really fun out there, even though it's freezing cold. I feel like we have a very positive team environment. And also for me, I love how this season has gone. I'm consistently hitting those bigger marks, just inching closer towards a PR and planning to break a record sometime soon.
Yeah, so as a jumper and a runner, Stephon, how does the training for that correlate, and how are they different?
Well, for jumping and running the 200 meter, the runway is kind of the exact same. You run with the same form, you run with the same technique. However, the cadence is different as you're trying to build more power, and you have to be conscious of the last two steps towards the board, which we call a penultimate, where you have to build power to get up for long jump and out for triple.
So with winter track, obviously we don't have an actual indoor track here. So on a normal practice day, maybe you're not feeling as much motivation, and it's cold outside. You might be injured. You might be practicing through that. So how do y'all get that motivation and really push yourself in practice?
So definitely wear a lot of layers. It's really been cold this year. But I think just the idea of getting better and knowing that when we do these workouts, it's not everyone at other schools, our competition or just on the team is putting in as much effort as they want to because it's freezing and because you're tired. But I think on those really cold days, it's important to continue to put in that work. And so I think just that's our motivation, is knowing that we're getting better by doing this work when other people aren't.
Yeah, so Lilly, during your time here at Trinity, you've broken many records, and you recently broke your own record for the 55. So what is your mindset going into those meets where you've broken all those records?
So every meet, I'm kind of just I'm just gonna go out there and do my best and beat people. For when I just broke the 55, it was this past Friday, and I didn't really expect to run as fast as I did because it's been my fastest all season. But once I get out there and I'm just going in the race, it's over fast since it is only 55 meters. But just the idea of just beating people and that competition, it really boosts your adrenaline, so you run faster. But yeah.
So going into the VPL championships this weekend, what are y'all's intention? I mean, it's obviously to win, but for the team and individual, what are y'all expecting?
I expect a bunch of big performances. I expect people to step up in that time of pressure. I'm expecting to see a bunch of PRs from my teammates and all that, because really, track and field, you truly do have to go against people that are as good or better than you if you want to excel or, progress in the sport. So I'm expecting big things from everybody,
Yeah, I agree. So the girls' side that we're taking to the LIS championship is a lot smaller than the amount of boys that we're taking, but we're a small but mighty team. So I'm expecting to see great performances by them as well. We have a lot of girls that are ranked pretty high in the LIS, so I'm excited to see what they'll do this weekend.
Lilly, you and your 4x2 relay team recently broke the school record.
Yes.
And that team includes your sister, Lilly Versen. So just wanted to ask you, what's it like being on a relay with your sister, obviously, and it's just you two in the family.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, there's only two kids, so like you obviously.
Oh wait, no, I have a brother.
Oh, shout out!
I thought you meant like that when he was.
No, sorry. But so okay, that doesn't change the question really though. Just how is it competing with your sister? When you're at home, do y'all talk about track a lot? On the day you broke the school record, along with I want to give credit to the other two runners as well, Ashlyn Nelson and Layla Winch. Like, is it an extra fun night? Y'all get home like we did that today, or is it like, well, my split was faster than yours? Like, how does that play out?
Well, when we broke the school record, like for real broke it, we were kind of just really excited, and I think like at first it was like, oh, like we did have that kind of like my split was faster, blah blah blah. But I think like overall it's just really fun to be on a relay with her since we are so close. And just like we plan that out, like at home we'll talk about, okay, like we need to run this fast, or like this is what we need to do to get these handoffs. Because in the relay for the 4x2, it's 4 people that run it, and she's the first leg, so she starts it off, and then I'm anchor, so I'm the last person. So we don't really have to do the direct handoffs or anything, but it's very fun to be like, okay, like you get out, and then I just gotta finish and beat the people that are ahead of us. So I think it's a good dynamic. I like it. I enjoy it. So.
Let me also ask you all, Lilly, we've interviewed you a bunch of times at media days and for the podcast. Like I said, I think you may have set the record here, and thanks for doing it again. But you always do such a great job. But one thing that is new, along with your newly broken records, is your college commitment.
Yes.
So I'd love to ask you, first you, Lilly, and then Stephon, I'm going to ask you as well about college. You recently committed to Washington Lee.
Yes.
And can you just talk about what went into the process of deciding on a school? Obviously, track is a big part of that as well, and it's of course a great school academically. Before we hit the record button, we were talking about majors and future plans and things like that. So I'd love for you just to share with our viewers your process in going through recruiting at college.
So recruiting for track is like a long, hard process. It's kind of difficult, I would say. But W&L reached out to me, and I was like, okay, like let's go see. It's only 2 hours away, and I really liked the coach, and I took my visit in the beginning of October, and honestly really liked it and the team. And it is a smaller school, but I really liked that environment, and just being on a team of like those people, I really it was what drew me to the school, and they're also really great academically, so I was very excited about that. So I ultimately made my decision in December, and I'm very happy about it. I guess in terms of future plans, I plan to go in the pre-med track and major in biochemistry. So
That's awesome. And so speaking of biochemistry, Stephon, you were just telling us that the schools you're looking at are for, I don't want to say it wrong, so what's the major you're looking to pursue?
Biomedical engineering.
Biomedical engineering. And you're undecided yet on which of the schools, but I guess what's going into your thought process for college, and then how, if at all, is track going to figure into that?
So, for me, academics always came first, and I just started recently taking track serious my junior year, so like all that recruitment stuff was kind of new to me, and my mindset was, just get the big enough or low enough number, and everything else will work itself out. And I still kind of have that mindset going into college that, I'm going to pursue my biomedical engineering degree, and I would love to continue doing track if I have time for it. And I think, if I go out there and, like I said, I have the big enough or low enough numbers, everything will continue to work itself out.
And Stephon, for you, what's been the key to, like you said, you didn't really take track seriously till junior year. You dabbled in a lot of different sports here. I know you had a couple years with JV soccer, going back to 8th grade, played some basketball, and you've had a lot of success with track. And, you were telling us before we went live that you're hoping to break some school records yourself in the coming meets. What has it been like for you to have decided, I really want to be the best track athlete I can, and then what goes into that?
I'm not gonna lie, it's been hard, because my first year doing this in junior year, junior year indoor, I still wasn't taking it serious. And it wasn't until I went to Adidas Nationals where I realized I can actually take this far, and I can actually do big things with these, My trainer, Coach Kendrick, was talking to me about this. My good friend Drew was also telling me that, you know, you can go far if you apply yourself. And, you know, I just had to see it and experience it to truly believe it. And after nationals, I committed to it. I decided, you know, I'm going to put in the hours outside of school. I want to go hard in the weight room. And this is my thing now. I'm gonna do this now, and I'm going to go far with it.
Awesome. Want to end with a lightning round? What do we think?
Yes, sure, let's do it.
All right, let's do it. Who's asking the questions here? How about Tony asks a question, Hagen asks a question, then I'll ask a question. We'll go around 2 times. But these are just like quick answers. Tony, you got this?
Yeah, so are we going to do just both of them at the same time?
Well, Stephon, then Lilly.
All right, both. Okay, all right.
Same question though.
All right, favorite food?
Just
Oh,
in general?
oh, it's supposed to be fast.
Yeah, just
Oh,
favorite food.
oh,
First thing that comes to mind.
Popeyes.
Pad Thai.
Favorite song.
All Right by Kendrick Lamar.
Favorite song?
Doesn't have to be like a pre-meet one, just like a regular one.
That's even harder. Okay, skip me. I don't have a favorite song.
Don't Look Back in Anger by Oasis. All right. What is your favorite event that you do in track?
Triple jump.
Long jump or any relay?
Favorite summer activity?
Jumping.
Surfing.
Winter or the summer? Like,
Oh, like which season? Summer.
Summer.
100%. 100%.
Who's your funniest teammate?
Nathan.
That
guy's not you.
was, yeah, miss you, Nathan. And then finally, Tony, what does it feel like to be the slowest person on this panel?
I'm not that slow.
All right, well, you and I can race later today to see which of us is the slowest, because I know Hagen is very fast, and obviously these 2 sprinters are. Thanks so much, Lilly Versen, Stephon Woodson. Super quick anecdote as we go out. When we had Lilly on the first time back in her sophomore year, and I put it up on our YouTube page, I misspelled her name, both first and last name. So that's my bad. But I want to say, if you want to know how to spell Lilly Versen's name, just go in our gym. You'll see it all over the record boards, and should have no problem spelling it. And hopefully, coming up here soon, you'll also see Stephon's name. That's a PH, by the way. Stephon Woodson, Lilly Versen, thank you all. Tony Benitez, slow man on the panel. Hagen Andrew. I'm Rick Hamlin. Thanks everybody for joining us. We'll see you next time.